guys, Captain Foley here. How are you all doing tonight? Hope you are that nicely set. It's like, hope you are well, and it is time to talk about the Mandalorian, Chapter 15. Hopefully, we get a big audience here tonight. I don't think we will. For some reason, people just are not showing up for the Star Wars stuff, which is a shame because it's so good. Oh well, that's okay. Just see here, get this set. Alrighty there we go. So how's it going, guys? I see Ozzy's here, Alyssa Jericho, Ahsoka Tano, Plutopia, Bill 4393, Sebastian, aka Space Daddy. Sebastian says he wasn't happy about him he's removing his helmet. Oh. Said he understands the symbolism behind it, but it was bound to happen sooner or later. I thought it was great. I thought it was great to have him care about baby Grogu so much that he wanted to take off his helmet to get the information. Otherwise, Grogu was going to be gone. Wouldn't have any way to find out his location. So I thought that was great. This episode is absolutely one of the best. Again, every time I see you guys, I feel like I'm saying this is the best episode of The Mandalorian. But I think it is. This one might not be the best, but it's definitely up there. Had some great moments, for sure. And seeing, Boba Fett with his brand spanking newly painted armor, which is awesome, because we talked about that in the last episode review we did, whether he would actually do that or not. So I think that's absolutely great. Everybody had a good part to play in this one, and I gotta say, I really, really appreciated how it turned out. Just 1 second, guys. There we go. Just had to fix something that was annoying me. I got OCD, and so when things aren't quite the way they're supposed to be, it really bugs me. So, all right. Captain RGD, aren't you a little late for this? Nope. I always do my first reactions on Sunday because I can't do them on Friday because we do our review of Discovery on Friday. So first reactions are Sunday because I need to have a few days off on the weekend. And consider we do lives every other goddamn day. I'm doing lives every day pretty much except for Saturdays, which I sometimes do lives anyway. So absolutely not late at all for this. So and tomorrow is our full review. Tomorrow is our Mandalorian Monday where we break it down scene by scene and really talk about it with both me and Sylvia. Me and Sylvia should talk about this. Me and Samuel will talk about it. Alyssa Jericho, I hope Sam puts black bars over his face in the review tomorrow. Keep his identity hidden. Why would he do that? That seems like an odd thing to hope for. Fleet Plus Swift back Captain RGG. No, because we are too busy during the week. Captain does his first reactions on Sunday and the review with Sam on Mondays. Yes. James Roberts. The way Pedro played the scene was awesome too. He mostly turned his head, not his eyes, like someone who wore a helmet all the time. Yeah, I noticed that as well, and that was so well done. I gotta say though, for always wearing a helmet, he doesn't look as pale as he should, nor does his hair is messed up. He's got such nice hair for wearing a helmet all the time. I wear a helmet for like 5 minutes, and I take it off, and I look like absolute ass. So I don't know how that happens, but good for him. Stephen Heckert, during the chat in the mess hall, I was waiting for the Django Untamed moment, akin to the German bounty hunter shooting candy with the holdout Derringer. Yeah, that was a tense scene, and I love that, I think it's Bill Burr, I think is the actor's name. I love that he's like, I don't think I can go in there. Or Mayfield is the character's name. I don't think I can go in there because I, used to be my commanding officer. He'll recognize me. And then steps up to the plate when needed, and it turns out the guy did not remember him. So, so the whole thing could have been avoided with the Mandalorian taking his helmet off. So, as the Mandalorian, I might be a little annoyed by that. Mr. Pete's channel needs 900 subbies. I prefer worn out armor boba. Um, it's neither here nor there. It's another toy they can sell. And I really like the newer look. That being said, it's not perfect. If you look at his helmet, you can see some paint chips still. So I don't know if it just doesn't hold paint well or what. But Fleet Pass Swiftback throws in a $2 super chat. Hopefully the kid stays quiet tonight, Cap. Oh, probably not. Little bastard. 43 people watching, 34 likes. That's great, guys. Hit that like button if you haven't. Let's get those likes up. If there's anything you want to talk about Mandalorian-wise, your theories, your thoughts, your observations, something I miss, just what you feel about the episode, by all means, feel free to send a super chat. It supports the channel and helps us out, and just hitting that like button helps us out as well. So if you can, please do so. Just a little thumbs up, and we'd appreciate that. So, yeah. And depending on how the chat is and how you guys are interacting, will depend how long this goes for. Because I'm not exactly sure how long I should do this. You guys did come through and make it so that Mandalorian Mondays will be a thing, because the next episode of Mandalorian is the last episode for this season, and then we're not getting more until Christmas of next year. So. But we will be covering the last two. We weren't initially weren't going to. We're just going to kind of cover them together in January, because honestly, we just have not got the numbers for Mandalorian view-wise, just eyeballs on-wise. But you guys came through, and for some reason, though, these fresh reviews are very, very quiet nights, so I don't know. Ozzy says he is on time. I'm always on time. Usually I'm a little early, actually. Samuel is the one that usually holds up the regular reviews from starting on time. So, Tom Ellerman, hey, hi, how's it going, man? Stephen Heckard, thus solving the problem of having the bounty hunter taking off his helmet by saving the only person seeing his face dying. Yeah. And James Slate asked the question that happens during every goddamn review and everything I ever do up in this ready room. Where'd I get my little reactor? That was from Think Geek. It's just a USB. It's actually for the car. It plugs in a cigarette lighter, but it's a USB charger as well. So, Delisa Jericho, why does he have a mustache as well? That's a very good question, actually. Never really thought about that till just now. Goddamn. I don't know. Hezraz, he's probably got some UV lights in his bed bunk. Oh, for tanning, yeah. Space Hair. Sarah Stanley. Mayfield was awesome this episode. He definitely shot first. Mayfield was awesome in the last episode. I really like the character. I really like the actor, the comedian, I guess. And the fact that Mandalorian let him go, even though, he said, I didn't see anything, it's still, because I'm sure the Mandalorian's going to get asked one more time, at least by the armorer or somebody. Have you ever taken your mask off? Has anyone ever seen your face? Has it ever been taken off by anybody else? And how is he going to answer that? Because I don't want him to be kicked out, But anyway. Jason, mustaches grow on some men's faces? Well, yes, but why, if you're wearing a helmet all the time, would you maintain one and, not have it go all bushy? Just shave it. Alistair Morden, you make my hour-long drive home every Sunday much more tolerable. Thanks, Cap. Love you. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. And drive safely, my friend. Fleet Pass Swiftback, I hit the like button. Must be punished tonight. Hit that like, y'all. 51 people watching, 44 likes. That's pretty good. Keep it up, guys. Yeah. James Robert, worn out from the movies was okay, but it was real bad when Mando got the armor, so I can see Fett buffing it up. Yeah, it took all the damage from the Sarlacc pit, escaping the Sarlacc pit, whatever happened to it after that, how it got removed from him, the Jawas, then Vance Cobb wearing it and not taking care of it. So it's been through a hell of a lot. So yeah, I would polish it up too, probably, and repaint it myself. George Mangrum, I was kind of let down this week. Nothing much happened considering next week is the season finale. I disagree. I mean, this one was a good character piece, especially for the Mandalorian. Definitely progressed his character along, and actually to see the internal workings a little bit of the Imperial thing was great. To see the TIE fighters come to the rescue, and you're like, yes, TIE fighters, and usually like, TIE fighters. Same with the stormtroopers coming to the rescue at the end, in the middle there, where they got over the bridge. It was great. I thought it was neat to see that different dynamic. And yeah, I mean, and it's funny because at one moment, where he was up on top of the thing and he's fighting off the raiders or the pirates, and he must have forgotten for a second that he wasn't wearing his Mando armor, because the one guy whacks him in the arm and he's like, ah, and he actually looks like he's hurt. I thought that was great. Like you're so used to wearing this armor that if you get hit, it's like not a big deal. But the fact that he just has the fighting skills to be able to do all that was fantastic as well. And can you really see a stormtrooper or just an Imperial officer or just a foot soldier in general being able to do that? It's kind of awesome. Jason Roberts, I got the warp core from Think Game. Yeah, I need a sign. I need a little sign right here that says, this was bought from Think Geek. Donald McIntyre, yeah, not much with lore in this episode. No. But the ending was fantastic with the whole message to Moff Gideon, which is the exact same thing Moff Gideon said to him, essentially. That was fantastic. Like, yeah, Mando, do it. Turd Ferguson, Trekyards, you might get better numbers shifting from Saturday night. I'm getting ready to call it. Also, STD Carl is Clarence from Wonderful Life. Well, Turd, I can't shift it from tonight to any other night. I don't want to do it Saturday night, just because I need to have a day off at least once during the week. And there's other stuff going on generally on Saturday nights, whether it's Dungeons and Dragons, or last night was Sylvia's online Zoom Christmas party for her work. Stuff like that. There's always something going on. So Sunday night is the only night I can really do it. And I can't do it. I guess I could do it Friday night, but we do our live for Discovery from 4 till like 7 on Friday. I could do it Friday night like 10 o'clock, but then that's really working my ass off, essentially. So, Christian Montgomery, I want a Mayfeld action figure. Yeah, I'd like a lot of the Mandalorian figures, like Black Series ones, I think would be great. Marvinar, everyone who saw his face is either dead or dead. Yeah, dead or dead. Yeah, exactly. Herbster Magus, his directive to bring the child back contradicted with his helmet directive. No, that's not that at all. I think you're missing the point there, Herbster. The fact that he has got so attached to little Grogu and really doesn't want to see anything bad happen to him is what he did what he needed to do, what any parent would do to save their kid. Break a law here or there if you have to. It's just the way it is. So it has nothing to do with contradicting directives. Jason O, hence why the episode is called Believer. Dreamer out there, this was a good episode. I love seeing the inside of Slave One and Mando breaking his creed for Grogu. Yeah, the inside of Slave One was awesome when the ship was rotating and you saw that was really neat. I want to see more of inside of Slave One. I'm sure we're going to. Plutopia, only Stormtrooper cores to hit their target. Yeah, it's getting old really quick though. The Stormtroopers being totally ineffective at goddamn everything. Yeah. Mr. Pete Shannon needs 900 subbies. The Empire are the good guys. Really? I just shared a meme on Facebook that had a stormtrooper that says, he told me to put the cuffs on a baby. Why do we even have cuffs for babies? Are we the bad guys? TI Cruiser, how could you not get excited the second Boba launched that seismic charge from Slave One? I knew what it was before it even went off. Yeah, so did I. And I thought that was fantastic. Those were like the best part. I think it's episode 2, wasn't it? That those were in. But yeah, that like that sound was epic. So yeah, I really was happy to see those for sure. Sarah Stanley, seismic charge making the return as the icing on the cake. Yeah, absolutely. Fleet Pod Swiftback, a group of stormtroopers in red shirts meet on Tatooine. The stormtroopers all miss and the red shirts all die. Yes. Dreamer out there, and Boba Fett, he did the thing with the seismic charge. Yes. Jason O, pieces of his armor were chipping away during the fight. Pieces of whose armor were chipping away during the fight? Oh, is it the Mandalorians with wearing a stormtrooper armor, or the driver, pilot, co-pilot armor? Yeah, that's pretty cool armor, by the way. But yeah, not just pieces, just the shoulder piece and the one arm piece. But yeah. Turd Ferguson, Trekyards, sadly, Think Geek is out of business. Yes, it is. Has been for a while. These are still available. You can still find those on eBay and stuff. Look for a little USB warp core reactor charger thing. You'll find them. The List of Jericho. I love the bong charges at the end. Yeah, those are really cool. Not a band account. $2. Will Grogu fall to the dark side? Fear, anger, hate. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see and watch and see. Fleet Pass Whipback, $2. 50 likes. Nice. Hashtag Mandalorian. Like spike. Yes, indeed. We have 67 people watching with 52 likes right now. That is great, guys. Hit that like button if you haven't already. If you want a super chat, I will definitely read the super chat. It's greatly appreciated as well. It helps support the channel. Join the channel down below. There's a join button beside the subscribe button. Also, make sure you're subscribed to the channel as well. It's all very important. Hit that notification bell icon to all. That's also very important. Lots of great ways to help us out. But if you can, by all means, shoot a super chat and really appreciate that. So thank you. Devo77X, loved Boba using the sonic charge to take out the 2 TIE fighters. Stephen Hackert, Sunday night is actually a pretty good idea. It gets everyone several days to watch the episode and is a good unwind chat at the end of the weekend. Yeah, that's kind of the thought that we had originally for this. So, and then Monday is Mandalorian Monday. It just makes sense, right? So, Turd Ferguson, Grogu is going to be a Jedi Mandalorian. May the Force be with you. This is the way. I have spoken. So many catchphrases. No redo. Rogue One proved this when the blind monk walked through the Death Trooper accurate fire, and the only way he died was that the DT fired at the fuel container next to Sherrod. What's DT? Death Trooper? I don't know. Yeah. I am one with the Force is with me. I'm one with the Force. Is that what he says? I'm one with the Force is with me. Something like that. I can't remember. Hezraz, I want Grogu this next episode. Hope the little guy stays on the light side. Maybe he will become a gray Jedi. Well, we will see. Devos, and Ashley, to finish this all up in one episode is going to be rough. Because this episode was just getting the coordinates and then surviving that. So, yeah, this episode needed something more, even though it was about, I think it was 43 minutes? I can't remember the length of this episode. It was longer than we expected it to. Well, we wanted it a longer one, but we were expecting it to be a little bit shorter because they're usually around 33, 35 minutes. So, the way this is. I'm not saying he wasn't attached or willing to break his creed, but he was charged with getting the kid back safe, and that did conflict with the helmet in this case. Yeah, but this isn't he's not mandated to get the kid back for anybody at this point. He just wants the kid back. So he's not mandated to get the kid back. That's long done. Getting the kid delivered to the Jedi. That's not the objective anymore. The objective is to keep the kid safe, make sure the kid is with the people that he needs to be with. So, Are we the baddies? Yeah. Sturm von Alk, $2. Thank you very much. You got it. You gonna buy that Enterprise? The one from Eagle Moss, the Enterprise D. Probably won't have to buy it. Eagle Moss sends us the ships to review. So I put in a request to see if they want me to get the whole thing, build it, and do a review of it, or get it piece by piece and do the review of it. I'm not sure if they're going to do that or not with the build thing. Apparently it's not available in Canada, so I'm not sure how that's going to work. So Olivia Julius, $2. Sorry I'm late. Had to get rid of some rebel scum. Attack of the Clones and find of video games. Don't know what you mean, Jason. Just started to watch The Mandalorian today. To be honest, your reviews factored into my decision and helped me realize it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. Well, that's good. That is good. It's a great show. I'm really enjoying the hell out of it. It's the best Star Wars I've seen in a long time. So, really happy for it. Why would you think it's bad after whatever praise? I can't say the words. There's a Rebels episode where the clone troopers has to wear a stormtrooper armor, and he can't hit anything because he can't see out of the helmet. Calls it junk armor that won't do anything. That is funny. That is funny. Vance, 1982. I love the look on that guy's face when he saw Boba Fett. That's the kind of look Boba should get. James Slate, I got the other green guide too. Olivia Julius, make sure you hit like, guys. I did. Did you? 69 people watching, 62 likes. Somebody out there did not hit like yet. That's not cool. That is not the way. No redo. That's Captain Rex. Also, multiple characters said they couldn't see out of the helmet. Watching Mando fight off the pirates with the spears was cool. Think it's a hint to him using the Beskar spear next week? Probably, yeah. I think he's going to use the spear, though, to block the Darksaber, and the Darksaber is just going to cut through the spear, would be my guess. Mark Brennan, you excited for The Expanse's new season? No, because I haven't watched any of The Expanse. Fleetpod Swiftback, $2. Nightcap, 5:30 comes too early. See you later. See you later, Fleetpaw. And when you put 5:30 like that, I think meant 530 likes comes way too early. I wish. Or it's 69 people watching and 69 likes. That is perfect. It is so sweet to see that. That is awesome. Thank you, guys. The Believer episode is 30 plus minutes. Okay. Olivia Julius, $5. I'm one with the likes, and the likes are with me. Precious pug. That's cute. Next week's episode better be 50 plus minutes. It won't be. I'm calling right now. It'll probably be 40. I want to say 44 minutes, maybe 47 would be my guess. Alyssa Jericho. Their plan is flawed. What's to stop getting in to jump to somewhere else? Well, I assume that it's not locations and coordinates specifically. It's more of like the tracking information for his ship would be my guess. I think they do say the coordinates at one point though. So, but he's going somewhere specific to meet the doctor. So it makes sense that he needs to go to a specific place, especially for the medical aspect of what they're doing with baby Grogu. So, Sarah Stanley, finally, finale. So, okay, Sarah, you do what Samuel does and what other people do. Finale is not spelled like that. That says finally. Finale is F-I-N-A-L-E. Finale. That's finally that you wrote. So it's hard to... Sorry. Finale will be probably longer. Possibly leave it on a cliffhanger. I think they will be leaving it on a cliffhanger for sure. And that's fine with me as long as it's a good cliffhanger. Has The Mandalorian had the same director and screenwriter the whole time so far? No, they've had different directors for almost every episode, although Dave Filoni has directed a few, and Bryce Dallas Howard has directed a few. So there's been different directors. Screenwriters, I'm not sure. I think so. If so, do you think that's why it has worked so much better than Discovery did during the first two seasons? Well, yeah, Discovery just a fucking clusterfuck. They went with Brian Fuller's original idea, and then he left for creative differences right as all the costumes and sets were made, so they couldn't change any of that shit, which they should have, but they didn't. And then yeah, you got different showrunners that got booted or whatever halfway through, and they were only working like a few episodes ahead as far as writing goes. They've actually said that season 3 is the first season of Discovery that they've actually planned the entire season arc ahead of time, and it shows. So yeah, that's one of the reasons that a show is better generally, is that it's got the same people at the helm. So interesting thought. You may be right. To me, it seems like he was trying to be true to his creed and trying to adapt and grow, and that tension is challenging him to make his compromise. No, he wants to stay true to his creed, but he's heard Bo-Katan say, "Oh, you're one of those. You're a religious zealot cult," because she's a Mandalorian and she takes her helmet off, and so do the people with her. So does Boba Fett. So I think he's realizing that there's other ways. So this is the way, is not necessarily the way. Plus, yes, he's a grown attached little baby Grogu. So he's just doing what is necessary as a father, because he's very much like a father to the little guy now, that he just wants to see the kids safe. So he'll do whatever it takes. Like I said, break the occasional law or whatever for your kids. A lot of people, that's all it takes. Is if it's for their kids, they'll do that. And that's what it is. Seems like that would help create a more cohesive vision for the show and story in general. Yes, Alistair, I do agree. Stern Von Alk, $2. No, the theater hangar for 2K in Ontario. What? You're going to buy that Enterprise. Oh. No, I'm not going to buy that Enterprise. That's no. Way too big. No room for it. They aren't accurate at all. That one's in bad shape. There's another one that's in Toronto. That was the picture of the one that was on the front lawn that had a for sale sign on it. Well, like last year. The guy he's been cleaning it up and repairing it, and he's going to have it a traveling exhibit to go to like conventions and stuff. But no, I'm not going to buy that. Absolutely not. Chapter 16 is going to be 46 minutes, says Ozzy. It's not enough. It's not. Olivia Julius, $2. Your decoy had a baby. They're evading. Yeah, maybe it did have a baby. What of it? What do you mean they're evading? I don't know what you mean. Area 51, sorry, hitting like now. No problem. We're at 72 likes with 75 people watching. That's pretty good. 3 people haven't hit like, though, at least. Probably more than that, actually, because people come in and out of these all the time. So hit that like button. Let's see how high we can get those likes up. There we got 75 right now with 76 people watching. So that's awesome. Thank you. Some of Mandalorian's episodes have been directed by Bryce Dallas Howard and Robert Rodriguez. Yes, absolutely. And Bryce Dallas Howard. Oh. Different directors per episode, but Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni have overall creative control. Yes, they're the ones that are behind the entire series as far as ideas go. The screenwriters, though, I'm not sure 100% if they've been the same all along, but Jason O, for your information chat, if you love Mando, watch Clone Wars and Rebels, made by the same dude. Yes, Dave Filoni. I'm actually watching Clone Wars finally. I'm just getting into season 2. I'm really enjoying it. I really am enjoying it. So, yeah, should have watched it sooner. Alistair says, designed by committee seemed to really hurt Discovery early on. Oh, fuck yeah. Well, no, what hurt Discovery early on was the fact that it was Brian Fuller's idea and concept, and he wanted it. None of the ships could look like TOS ships. They couldn't have cylindrical nacelles. He wanted the Klingons to look different. He wanted this, he wanted that. And then meanwhile, they'd already made the prosthetics, they had made the costumes, they had made the sets, all to look like he wanted. So not pre-TOS at all. Like, not at all. And then, so they had to work with that. and then all the showrunners they hired were just pieces of shit that got fired. And anyway, long story. Herbster says it seems like his helmet rule is meant to keep children of the Watch Mandos from forming attachments, just like Jedi's avoid attachments. But Mando and the child are growing attached. Classic. That could be it. I kind of like that spin on it. That's interesting. Thanks. This is Jericho. Let's just say they might recognize my face. Best line of the episode. Livy Julius, want cool Trekyards merch? Then check out the Teespring store, guys. There's links in the description of every video. Check them out. They'll help out you by getting cool stuff. They'll help out us by supporting the channel. So if you can, please do. Hey, Squadra Course. Donald McIntyre, I was just about to read your message when you retracted it. Jason O. Din was raised by radicals. He's now seeing that isn't the way. Or there are other ways. No redo. Bill Burr was Chef's Kiss. Was mwah. Sorry, I'll do it properly. Bill Burr was mwah. Great acting this episode. The PTSD, the rage at his former CO, dismissing all the deaths of his former comrades. Oh, it was great. And then just seeing it boil over in his eyes like great. Loved it. I was like, ooh, shit. My reaction was the same as the man. I was just like, ugh. And then the poor guy that just got his food and he's like standing there like, I just want to eat my fucking food. I don't want to, what am I supposed to do? And he gets shot. Poor bastard. DO77X, should Discovery do what other Star Treks have done? Accept script submissions from the public? Probably, because, fans could do better. So yes. Turd says, what about the new Eagle Moss $1,600 US model of the Enterprise D? Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Like I said, Eagle Moss sends us ships for us to review. So I've inquired about it to see whether they want to send me all the parts for the ship, like the complete ship. I'll put it together because I'm a model builder, do a complete review of it. I'm not sure they want that. It doesn't look like the best fucking quality, but do a complete review of it, or if they want to send it to me piecemeal, if they're even allowed to, because it is US only apparently, or US and UK. It's apparently not coming to Canada yet, so I don't know if that's going to be a thing, but I was getting Eagle Moss ships here to review before they opened up the market to Canada. So I don't know yet, but stay tuned and I'll keep you informed. We see why Bill Burr's character left the Empire, but I still wouldn't trust him. And who disliked Dag Nabbit? Who cares? Some grumpy old curmudgeon, probably. Who gives a shit? A dislike is just as important as a like as far as YouTube is concerned, because it's somebody engaging with the channel and watching the content, and giving that thumbs down is a great analytic. So thank you for the thumbs down. If they want to hurt the channel, they're best to just not watch any of the content, or just don't do anything. Don't hit like, don't hit dislike, just don't do anything. Oh well. Herbsta says, whenever I think of B. Howard, it just makes me imagine her with her father's hairline. Oh, Jesus Christ, don't do that. Oh, Bryce Dallas. Oh. She's so yummy. And no, don't do that. Not with her father's hairline. Oh. Mr. Pete's channel, $2. You think the Imp Space Delta Zero planet Mandalore? Could be. I've heard since watching this episode, somewhere I heard that Mandalore is destroyed. Like, is that true? Is the planet not? I don't know. Jason O says, awesome, man. It's great. Glad you are enjoying it. It fleshes out the universe. Prequels so well. Yeah, so far it's been great. I've really enjoyed it. I watched some of it when it first came on, and I was like, And then I'd see like the stupidest fucking episodes that didn't mean anything because I hadn't watched any other ones, and it's like, oh well, I'm not even interested. But now I figure I gotta watch it. So, what are you liking most about the Clone Wars, Cap? Everything. Like the animation. I wasn't a big fan of the animation style initially, but it's really growing on me, and I really like the way the ships and the computer displays are portrayed. Like it's so well done in that regard. Plus the really great writing. Like there's some good stuff there. I do hate that it's like the the newsreels at the beginning. You get the nice little quote, and then you get the Jedi Master Obi-Wan and da 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 da. And you're like, did I miss a fucking episode? What the fuck is happening right now? Because that's not what happened in the last. Oh, and then there's like 2 episodes that are like tied to each other, and then all of a sudden the next episode is like, and on this planet this is happening, and you're like, what? Anyway, it's fun. Sean Wright, I enjoyed this episode. Kind of shocked that he took his helmet off and let the other guy walk away in the end. Yes, but he earned his respect. So, Olivia Julius, $10 super chat. That is awesome. They're multiplying. Have you ever seen a single tribble? What a single tribble can do to a starship? Imagine what pugs would do given the time. We'd be licked to death. Hashtag but Puggy Terror. Yes, we'll have multiple Jeffries Tube monsters roaming around the Jeffries Tubes. Not good. Steve O'Mac 666. They don't take their helmets off because Mandalore the Great never took off his helmet after he lost the war to Raven. I don't care why they don't take their helmets off, but if you're talking about what was mentioned earlier about not forming attachments and stuff, I think that's also plays into it as well. So, James Slate, I'm your biggest fan. Keep up the good work. I chat you later. Thank you, James. I appreciate that. And biggest fan, huh? You got to get out more, man. DGR Blue 4. Is season 2 episodes cut because of COVID, or was it issues with the actor and his wanting to take off the helmet? No. The Pedro stuff is very much exaggerated, especially by the hate channels like Doom Dick and all the other ones. Like, so no, don't believe that shit. No, this was the plan. This is the way. I know it happened just at the time of COVID as well. So I think they ended filming just as COVID was kind of starting. So they might have cut a few corners there. So I don't know. But Squadra Course, $2. What issue crossbred pugs and tribbles? Puggles? No, I used to own a puggle. A puggle is a cross between a beagle and a pug. And I had a puggle before I had Precious here. And the puggle's name was Sally. And she had to be put down. But she was pretty old. And yeah, they have a little bit longer snout, obviously, because the beagle, bigger ears. But yeah, that's a puggle. Hezraz, I drink in lore in the past. Mandalorians didn't take off their helmets. Then they changed thinking, and some did. Then you had the traditionalists versus the modernists. Yes. Listen, Jericho, the ship isn't that expensive. It's under 500. I don't know what you're talking about. Which ship? Sean Wright, your current camera quality seems way better than your Trekyards dual shows, etc. But definitely not the case. This is an iPhone 11 Pro Max that I'm using right here. The one downstairs is a 4K camera. That's the one that we use for the show. The only reason that the signal gets a little shitty sometimes is because the Wi-Fi. The internet structure in the neighborhood is older structure, and they need to replace it, which they'll probably be doing soon, hopefully. You've got fiber. But sometimes the signal drops out. So it's just the internet quality. And because this is on my phone, it's on the LTE network. So if the Wi-Fi signal drops off, it just switches to LTE. Yep. Fleet Paw, you were right. The kid's being a little shithead again. Mandalorian Brianna, I think the thing with Pedro complaining about the helmet was a rumor. Not so much a rumor, kind of a joke, I think, that just got... Yeah, don't even get me started on those channels. But yeah, it is a joke or a thing that was said in passing as like to an interviewer, like, oh, you know, the helmet, you know, and then it just, oh, well, sources close to me, inside sources that work in the show that are in charge of the show and stuff, they tell me that the Mandalorian dude, Pedro, wants to quit the show because he hates Kathleen Kennedy, because Kathleen Kennedy ruined Star Wars. I'm Doomdick. Sarah Stanley, if you were born on Mandalore, you think one thing, born on Alderaan, you think something else. Only both are gone. Now Mayfeld hitting hard truths. Donnie Pearson, hello Stuart and all. Sorry for the delay. Long story short, please disregard my previous 2 comments. I can't read them because you retracted them, so. The ones I haven't removed, that is. Oh, I didn't read those. Sorry, Donnie. Jason O. Mandalore is not destroyed. It's occupied by the Empire currently. Okay, well, that makes sense. Devo 77X, the habitable areas of the planet were under domes. Most likely the domes are now destroyed. Major Killjoy, late to the stream. I like how Boba painted his armor. Will he paint Slave 1? I don't see why not. That would be great, actually. Jason, no, Clone Wars is not in chronological. Yeah, there's an order you can look up, but after like season 3, it's pretty straightforward. Mr. Pete's channel says, I think the Empire base Delta is zeroed as a Mandalore. Dream out there, Clone Wars is told out of order. There is a chronological order why it might seem sometimes you're missing an episode. Oh, so they go back. That's just stupid. Oh well, whatever. Stephen Heckard, sorry for the late like. After the first few comments, I had it playing through a Bluetooth while I took care of some things. No problem, Stephen. Good to see you. Alistair, puggos are the perfect way to start the day. Yes, puggos. Squadra course seems like never taking your helmet off would make it hard to brush your teeth. Well, it's not never take your helmet off. Never take your helmet off in front of anyone else. When you're by yourself, you can not have your helmet on. That's fine. Hezraz, maybe the Mandalorian's clan will find out he took off his helmet and he will join up with the other Mandalorians also. That's what I think is going to happen. Somehow it's going to get out that he did remove his helmet. Because remember, that computer scanned his face. So there's going to be some kind of, snap back from that. I was trying to think of the word. It's not snap back. It's some kind of kickback. I don't know what it was going to. You know what I mean. Mandalorian Brina, what are your theories for the final episode of Mandalorian? That's tough, and we're probably going to talk about this tomorrow during our during our full breakdown review, which is at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the Trekyards channel here. With me and Samuel talking about it. We'll probably get into what's going to happen next time on as part of that. So tune in for that. I really haven't had a chance to really think about it, but it's probably going to end on a cliffhanger. So, Turd Ferguson, Doomdick, laughing my fucking ass off. Let's see. No redo. Hold on. Michael Anderson. 4 season 2 Mandalorian is exactly the same length as season 1, 8 episodes, nothing was cut. Okay. No redo. Ocean 11 infiltration mission turned into Fustercluck and explosions. Fustercluck, that's good. James Slate. I'm just trying to find time to stay home, been too busy. DGR Blue. I didn't mean episode count, I meant show length, like 35 minutes. Mr. Pete's channel, all hail Coom Doc. Sean Wright, I'm really proud of Tamora Morrison being in the show as Boba Fett. He's a great New Zealand actor. We don't have too many of them. Sam Neill, Jurassic Park, we do pretty well. Oh, Sam Neill is? That's awesome. I didn't know that. Livy Julius, $2. Just Googled Puggles. They're so cute. I want one. DGR Blue 4, I didn't believe rumors from the beginning. Just checking. I have never watched a Doomcock episode. I have enough negativity. Yeah, I can't watch them anymore. When I first started watching him, he wasn't so bad. And then lost a good friend because I said I really enjoyed his one talking about how modern storytelling, like Star Wars and stuff, is myth creating. It's modern myths. Really liked the video he did, and shared that I liked it, and lost a really good friend because he absolutely hates everything that Doomcock stands for, and and right after that is when the real hate train started on Doomcock on his channel, going out like just negative after negative after negative, nothing of any quality coming out of there, and yeah, and I just stopped watching it, and it's a shame because I liked one of his episodes, and as a result, lost a really good friend that still hasn't talked to me to this day. So, because he had been picked on as a kid and didn't like those kind of people and thought he was a bully, and so anyway, whatever. It is what it is. Skookum Trooper. Some are predicting the death of Boba Fett, leaving the Slave One to Din Djarin. Yeah, I think that's a possibility. I don't want Boba Fett to die, though. But it's a distinct possibility. Geek Dad 978. What's your prediction for which Jedi answers Grogu's call? I'm betting on Ezra Bridger. Everybody is saying that. I don't know who that is yet because I haven't got that far on Clone Wars. I still say Luke Skywalker because at this point he's setting up his Jedi Academy. It could be Ahsoka. She could decide that she wants to, even though she's not a Jedi, she wants to come and train him. It could be a thing. I don't know. We'll see. Squadron Course. Boba's armor looked better to me with the black backing. Felt like a good update to a classic look. Yes, I did like that as well instead of the gray. Jason, oh yeah, updated Boba armor looks clean as fuck. Sonny Pearson, I love Boba Fett's new look, to be honest. Major Killjoy, you gonna get the Eagle Moss build of your build? Are you gonna get the Eagle Moss build your own Enterprise D? I hope they do all the hero ships, but that means the sales for Enterprise D have to be great. Like I said a few times during this live, Eagle Moss does send us stuff to review, so I've inquired about it, but I don't know yet. Squadron Course, I was wondering about Ezra too. There's a rumor we will see two versions of Ezra, older with long hair and a beard, and younger with short hair. Donnie Pearson, forgive me for going random, Captain, but what are your thoughts about CBS All Access, soon to be Paramount Plus, reviving Nickelodeon's iCarly? Never watched it, so I have no idea. I have no thoughts on it. Sean Wright, if they wanted to go into overdrive on the final episode, Mando saves Baby Yoda, Thrawn arrives, kicks his ass, then a younging Luke Skywalker jumps in. Obviously, dreams are free. Yeah, it's going to be something like that. It's going to be something epic like Thrawn or Luke or somebody coming in at the last minute as a dun-dun-dun-dun cliffhanger. Mr. Pete's channel, my prediction, post-credits, it's dark. Then we see a pair of glowing red eyes. That'll be Thrawn. Or a green lightsaber. Dreamer out there, they finished 100 episodes of Clone Wars before the first episode aired, which is how they were able to plan it all out. I think you mean plan it, but yes. Daniel's Hot Topics. Hello, Captain Foley. Do you think they casted Grand Admiral Thrawn yet? At Star Wars Celebration 2019, they released a poster with Grand Admiral Thrawn that looked like Pierce Brosnan. He'd be a good Admiral Thrawn. I don't know. Like I said, if he shows up at the end of the last one, obviously they have, and I could see them having done that, to be honest. So, Tillman Larger, me student, Among Us sucks. Okay, Mr. Pete's channel. Ever notice Sam Neill hides his accent in every role? Squadron Course. There's a rumor that Keanu will be in the Star Wars shows. What if he shows up in the last episode as an adult Ezra? Shadow Pants, Kyle Katam showing up would be awesome. Yeah, definitely go watch the Ezra chat. He's been not there yet. Don't care. Spoilers don't bother me. Doomcock and Narada got a funny little hate gimmick going. I guess it works money for them. Oh, it absolutely makes them money and gets them subscribers, and that's cool. Just we don't do that. So, Michael Anderson, Ezra Bridger was the Jedi in training from Star Wars Rebels. He's headed off to the unknown regions with Admiral Thrawn. There you go. Well, that's perfect setup then. Olivia Julius, $2, 100 likes. Can we get to 150? Hashtag make Olivia pay with no hashtag. Sorry. 102 likes, 82 people watching. If you haven't hit like yet, consider hitting that like button. Let's get to 150. I don't think we can do it. Sean Wright, Ezra wasn't Clone Wars, Ezra was Star Wars Rebels. Ahsoka is an adult in that. Marvin R. Mando's new ship should be one of the when he hijacks to get off Gideon's ship. Tillman Larger, what is better, Star Wars prequels or old Star Wars movies? Old Star Wars movies for sure. Daniel's Hot Topics. I hear that after Episode 9, the next threat to the galaxy will be the Chiss Ascendancy. No redo. Slave 4 is an XP of a World War II Catalina. Yes. Stern Von Alk. Lots of assumptions that it will be a Jedi to come to Grogu's call. What if it is Snoke? Danny Pearson. I love how the overall Star Wars movies, including the Skywalker Saga, Rogue One, and Solo. Sokum Trooper, Doomcock is a troll agitator for profit. What you see on YouTube doesn't necessarily reflect the person under the mask. It's just entertainment. You either enjoy it or you don't. Jason O, don't think Snoke is around yet. He's like 15 years away, I think. Honestly, couldn't tell you because the sequels give us nothing. Well, the Mandalorian is 7 years after the events of Return of the Jedi, so Snoke would be around at this point doing something. Sean Wright, oh, funny story. Was told the other day, your first reaction in Trekyards are pre-recorded. I used to chat in YouTube and honestly thought it was a live show. Ha ha ha. Was told the other day that your first reactions in Trekyards are pre-recorded. I used to chat in YouTube and honestly thought it was a live show. It is a live show. It's now 10:51 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on December 13th. Oh, I can't really show you my watch. I don't know if you can see that. It's breaking my wrist. Hezraz, it's sad how some people put so much time and energy into making angry, negative, bitching rumor YouTube channels. If they act like that online, imagine how they are in real life. Run for the hills. Well, they're probably the fucking nicest people in real life. Those people that bitch and whine and moan and complain and trolls and just negative assholes that tell you to kill yourself and do all that other shit in the comments. You meet them in real life, they don't fucking say a word because they're little bitches. They're only fucking like that behind their screen with the keyboard warriors. Never had an issue with anybody in person at a convention. Even when we met somebody that didn't like our content in Las Vegas, we're like, why didn't you like it? What about it you don't like? I don't know, I just don't agree with you. Okay, well, sorry to hear that. And they just walked away. It's like, whatever. Anyway. They're all bitches. Daniel's Hot Chop Topic. Trekyards. Pierce Brosnan was Grand Moff Thrawn would be cool. The name's Thrawn. James Thrawn. Speaking of Star Wars Rebels, it's streaming now on Disney Plus. I had to binge watch that someday. I'm binge watching the Clone Wars on there right now, and then I'll go to Rebels. Squadron Course, what about Jason Isaacs as Thrawn? Yes, but he's going to be in next week's Discovery as Lorca again. Mr. Pete's channel. Hate channels makes you stronger. It gives you focus. Joe Valentine. Captain? Jill? Michael Anderson. Not a spoiler when it's from a show that ended 2 years ago, and not my fault if you haven't seen it yet. Exactly. I don't really give a fuck. Tell me the whole plot. I don't care. I just enjoy the ride and seeing how it gets there. I don't care if... spoilers don't bother me. They really don't. Skookum Trooper, we should see Tamara Morrison on the Ahsoka show as Commander Rex. Yeah, that'd be good. Sean Wright, oops, not first reactions. The first 20-minute breakdown of an episode. The second reaction, oops. Not the first 20-minute breakdown of an episode. Okay. What? Of Mandalorian or Disco? Because Disco we watch on Thursday. Friday morning we record the edited version and a few small episodes for Saturday and Sunday release, whatever. And then Samuel edits it, releases it by like 4 o'clock, 2:30, 2:30, 3 o'clock, somewhere in there, whatever he has the time to edit it and release it. And then we do our full reaction, review, and live breakdown at 4 p.m. or 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, depending on. So I don't know what the fuck. Whoever said that is an idiot. That we pre-recorded stuff. Oh, I think I'm confused. I think what you mean is the edited review that's like 23, 24, 25 minutes long every Friday that's released in the mid-afternoon. That was filmed on that morning, and it's released as a premiere where it streams live essentially, and people can watch it as it comes in. You can comment on it, you can super chat, but we're not there. If we're there, we're in the comments section. It's no, it's not live. Yeah, because the comments are flowing at the same time as it's being shown for the first time. Sometimes we tune in and we'll answer the comments in the comment section. But okay, yeah, no, I'm stupid. I'm the one that's confused. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. So, Daniel's Hot Topics. The Chris would be a more terrifying threat to the galaxy. If someone saw something with cold blue skin and demonic red eyes coming for them, they would be scared out of their minds. Hezraz, true, they hide behind the screen. Sean Wright, here's a good question. How did you meet Samuel? How did Trekyards get to this point today? Holy shit, really? Sean? I've seen your name quite a bit here. We've been asked that multiple times. I had a YouTube channel. He saw some of my content. He liked it. He messaged me, created an opening for me with an Enterprise. Then we started talking. We both like ships. Let's create a show that we would watch about ships. But Trekyards, 6 years later, here we are. How you doing? That's the quick summation. Sutan, how to best win a fight run. Timothy Moore, what? That's Thrawn to you, sir. Sure. ISFJ 1009, I'm so pleased with the Mandalorian. Disco sucks. Turd Ferguson, do you allow links in the chat? Generally, yeah, I don't care, but YouTube won't let you do it unless you're a moderator, so good luck. Chris Good, I love the videos, fun to watch. Squadron Course, good point. Wouldn't they need the actor for Boba Fett to play all the old clone troopers? Yes. Donnie Pearson, respectfully, I love both Disco and Mando. Star Trek and Star Wars are among my jams. I totally feel you, my friend. Donnie, I'm with you. Skocum Trooper, I have a strong feeling that Charles Dance will be Thrawn. Sean Wright, yes, Captain. I thought that was live. Oh, okay, so, yeah, it's not. Dan's Hot Topics. I heard an interesting rumor that Boba Fett will take the lead in The Mandalorian Season 3 and Mando will be sidelined. It would be interesting if Season 3 became the Boba Fett show. Well, it's still called The Mandalorian, so that would still work. And as long as he's sidelined and not gone for The Mandalorian, that'd be great. Ezraz, I once accidentally spoiled the Darth Vader reveal to someone when I was in junior high school. LOL, they got mad. I spoiled a reveal made decades before. They're bad. Still makes me laugh. That's just stupid. Yeah, it's not your fault. Olivia Julius, $2. Puggy treats for the puggy, Dottie treats for the Dottie. Thank you very much, Olivia. Much appreciated. Guys, if you want to super chat, please feel free. That'd be great. 74 people watching, 108 likes, which is great, guys. Hit that like button if you haven't already. And yeah, smash that like button. You know the routine. Daniel's Hot Topics. Did you laugh when Mayfeld shot his commanding officer when they talked about Operation Cinder? Yes. Well, I didn't laugh. I went, oh, shit, son. Turd Ferguson, Trekyards, Hot Toys Mandalorian. Need, want, must have. Yeah, I have one pre-ordered. I don't think it's Hot Toys. I have it ordered through Big Bad Toy Store. No, I don't. I have one ordered, either through Big Bad Toy Store or... Is it Sideshow Collectibles? I can't remember. I got a Mandalorian ordered, which I don't know. It's supposed to be released October or September. Still haven't got it. I don't know. I should probably check on that. I think it's Big Bad Toy Stores I was supposed to get it from. Michael Anderson, Lars Mikkelsen voiced Thrawn in Rebels. He could play Thrawn in live action too. Sturm Von Ulk, $2. I'm calling it. Bendu will come to collect Grogu. There you go. It's been called. Skullcum Trooper, Discovery looks great and has some good actors, but the scripts are abysmal. That's a good summation. They were some abysmal. They're much better this season, for sure. Still not the best Star Trek, but getting better. Marvin R, Season 3 of The Mandalorians. Jason O, live action Bendu would be dope. Hezraz, Sternvonal, Bendu is awesome. Lisa Jericho, what of the new Star Wars shows interest you the most? Well, there's like 9 different ones. I don't know. Honestly, Samuel and myself will be doing a live talking about all of those, and we'll probably reveal that then. I honestly don't know. I haven't had much chance to think about it. I'm looking forward to the Obi-Wan show, obviously, and Ahsoka. The Bad Batch seems good as well, and the Droids one, because I love R2-D2. So, Hezraz, then Bandu should make some snide comments about the imbalance in the Force. Turd says, that's the one, $650. What's the one, $650? What are we talking about? Sturm Von Ulk, I'd probably wet myself if they pulled it off. ISFJ 1009, who didn't get the chills when they saw Boba released a seismic charge and then hear the boom? That was fucking awesome. James Roberts, did you notice Mando didn't have his rifle when the Razor Crest was destroyed? Was it on the ship? # rest in peace rifle. Yes, it was on the ship. Jason O, I cheered when the charge went off. Absolutely, as did I. Sean Wright, available Jedi that could appear: Ahsoka, Luke, Leia, Ezra, Ben Solo as a kid. Nothing else comes to mind. ISFJ 1009, as did I. Spurgicide 97. Hey, are you guys going to do a Fleet Yards episode on the Razor Crest? I think it deserves one at this point. Yeah, after it got destroyed, I said to Samuel, we got to do one, and I'm sure we will. It'll probably be released in January sometime, once we have a little bit of time to breathe, because we got Discovery and Mando and stuff going on right now, so we're always making new content. So once we have some time to breathe, I think a Razor Crest episode would be in order for sure. Yeah. Sean Wright says, Mara Jade. Donnie Pearson, I am so stoked about the Bad Batch. Jason O, Bad Batch looks sick. Official sequel show to Clone Wars. Neomix, the Bad Batch are awesome. I know those Clone Wars episodes would be a backdoor pilot, LOL. Mark Kettler, who should they cast for Mara Jade if they are bringing her into the universe? I have no idea. I'm not good at this who should they cast thing. Everybody asks me that all the time about multiple things, and I never know what to say. I need to be scrolling through IMDb or actors or something to really pick some good ones. I couldn't tell you. Turd Ferguson, Sideshow Mandalorian, 650. The Mando standing on IG-88 and the Mando chick helmets. So good. Mark Kettler, she needs to be kind of badass. Hezraz, what would really be scary is to see in live action are the Force priestesses. They are creepy. Yes, they are. Sean Wright, Johnny Depp's ex would be a great Mara Jade, Aquaman's girlfriend. Yeah, too bad she's a cunt. Skocum Trooper, I love that the Hasbro toy of the Razor Crest includes a toilet refresher. Mr. Peach Channel, BDH4, Mara Jade. ISFJ 1009, love that Slave 1's thrusters have the P-51 sound. Never noticed that before. Cool. Timothy Moore, 9 new Star Wars shows. You guys might want to bring in some additional reviewers. That's going to be a lot of work, son. Well, it's not going to be all at the same time. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Neomix, Captain Foley, is your Grogu doll battery operated? Negative. It is not. Squadron Chorus, how about Karen Gillian as Mara Jade? Amy Pond. Amy Pond and Bryce Dallas Howard together. And Christina Hendrickson. And Mary Wiseman. All four of them. And I just realized they're all fucking redheads. Jason O, the only thing missing for me personally is another or two big budget Star Wars video games. I'm really happy with the content coming. Rogue Squadron movie? Yes. Actually, the new Squadrons game just released 2 new starfighters. The TIE Intercept, not the TIE Interceptor. The TIE Fighter with the 3 wings, whatever that is, and the B-Wing. They're bringing the fucking B-Wing to Squadrons as part of the new update. And new maps, new weapons, so I'm going to go and play that sometime. Probably tonight. I don't know. I might be streaming after this some Squadrons. We'll see. Sean Wright, hashtag no filter. I never have a filter on my lives. Daniel's Hot Topics. I am interested in the Ahsoka show and Rangers of the New Republic. Also interested in Star Wars, The Acolyte, which takes place in the High Republic era. Yeah, a lot of people are excited about that one, including Hello Greedo. And I don't know. I'd have to see what it's about. Daniel's Hot Topics. Star Wars, The Acolyte. May fall. The rise of Palpatine, or a far worse Sith. Devo77X. Captain needs a moment. Yes. 4 redheads. What a way to go. Good God. TIE Defender. That's it. Sure. Turd Ferguson. P-51 sound is the whistling noise made during the drives on the inboard 50 cal because they are recessed. Cool. Sean Wright. Was that Doctor Who's redhead cop stripper partner River Song's mom? Yes. TIE Defender and B-Wing. There you go, Sarah. See, Sarah knows everything. Sarah got my back. Thank you. Hezraz, yes, but way more complex than that. Mark Kettler, you think we will see Mace Windu next season? I hope so. That'd be great. I think that him surviving that fall is the best thing they could do. They need to do it. Just do it. This is Jericho. Still haven't finished the campaign for Squadrons. Have to wait until I get my PS5 camera adapter for VR. I've finished the campaign. I don't know. I think there's more missions now that the install's been done, and I have my adapter for my PS5, even though I don't have a PS5 yet. I thought I'd order it just in case. And because you have a VR, it's free. I got it like very quickly. So go ahead and order it. It's worth it. Just do it. Mark Kettler, I also heard that Keira Knightley was taking over the Rey role. That's interesting. Hezraz, I think we could see Mace Windu if Samuel Jackson was up for it with his purple lightsaber. Apparently, in most of his movies, he always has something purple. Squadron Course. Steam has Star Wars Squadrons 40% off till the 14th. 13 more hours. TikTok, motherfucker. Go download that shit. Sean Wright, if Maul can survive his fall, Mace is alive. Yes. Daniel's Hot Topics. Harry Potter versus Star Wars. Who would win? Which would destroy the other? Star Wars would win. It's not even a competition. Mr. Pete's channel, the P-51 had a heat extractor radiator that added around 30 miles per hour to the top speed. Yeah, the P-51 is a beast. I love the P-51D. My favorite warbird. Those are awesome. Alistair Morden, hoping Bridge Crew does a Lower Decks themed expansion. That would be awesome. They won't. They're not even fucking making the game playable backwards compatible on the PS5. It's one of those titles that's not backwards compatible. You can't play it on PS5. So fuck Ubisoft and the people that made Bridge Crew, because fuck them. We need more DLCs. They gave us the TNG DLC. That was fine. It was good. Thank you very much. Very much appreciated. Now give us some other ones. Give us the fucking Defiant. Give us Voyager. Give us the refitted Enterprise. Give us some more fucking DLCs. Or a new game. Bridge Crew 2. I don't care. Just give us a new goddamn game. Or some DLCs. Don't get me started on the Bridge Crew people, because they're a bunch of fucks. Sean Wright, in a world between worlds, Ezra is not only pulls Ahsoka from the Darth Vader fight, he catches Mace as well. Daniel's Hot Topic. So Palpatine, would destroy Voldemort. Yes. Yes, he would. Hezraz. Keira Knightley has already been in Star Wars. She played Padme's handmaiden Sabi. Background character, yes. Nuclear Head. Disney Plus has been really good for what I like about Star Wars because, being honest, I only really like the clones, Mandalorian, and Bounty Hunters, and it has all of them. Squadron Course. If Keira Knightley assumed the role of Rey or just doing her voice, I thought that show was CG. Don't know. Alistair, oh wow, didn't mean to upset you. Didn't realize you had falling out of love with Bridge. No, I love the game. The game is fantastic. Except for the last update they did fucked the whole TNG bridge aesthetic when you got to red alert. When you get down to 20% hull, instead of it going dark and the white lighting above turning blue and this really beautiful looking bridge and the dark lighting, everything turns fucking white. And it's awful. It's a glitch, and they haven't fixed it. Richard Carson, money making us, it's sad. You know, they need us. However, they don't need you. Here, soft BS. What? My brain is broken reading that. Broken Speaker, $2. Money, yeah. Screw whoever you are ranting about. Fuck them, man. Fuck them to hell. Sean Wright, Palpatine needs to learn to stop shooting lightning out of his fingers and into lightsabers that have reflected back into him. ISFJ 1009, Captain, do you prefer Boba's clean armor or all grunged up? Something has to be said about the classic grunged up, beat up look, but I thought the new really repainted armor, considering that we just talked about that in our last review, would he do that? One of us said yes. He probably should and likely would, and then boom, there it is, and yeah. And it's not perfect either. There's some chips in it still in the helmet and stuff. But with the new black under shirt thing he's got going on instead of the gray jumpsuit, I like black. It's good. It's good. This is Jericho. I'll try Bridge Commander on the PS5, see if it works. Well, it won't, so there's that. Broken Speaker. Palpatine versus Voldemort. Interesting. Oh, Palpatine, yes. Well, now I'm waiting on List of Jericho to let me know if it's working on the PS5. Because I don't think it is. Speaking of, I'm probably getting a capture card for Christmas. And that means more content for you guys. Got my PS2 out. I've been playing Star Trek Encounters. I've got Star Trek Elite Force. I've got Star Trek Shattered Mirror. So if I get a capture card for Christmas, which I think I am, I hope, I will be doing some other lives, streaming that kind of content. So hopefully you guys are into that. I don't know if I'm going to go downstairs and throw in squadrons and just mess around with the B-Wing and stuff. I don't know if my update's been installed yet. I think it has. I think I saw that yesterday. But there might be another live on this channel after this live. Just saying. Let's see, can we get 115 likes? Can we get one more like? So there's one person out there hasn't hit like. Just please hit like. All right. Do lightsabers actually attract force lightning? Because there always seems to be to deflect it perfectly every time in the movies. I don't know. Sean Wright, what are the odds that lightsabers in one form or another exist 900 years in the future of Discovery? Good, I would hope. Clean Gene, the latest episode made me fall back in love with Slave One. The interior orientation function of those seismic charges were so cool. Donnie Pearson, not to be confused with Lab Rats, Elite Force. Richard Carson, I am subtly retarded. My point was, yes, can do without their new products. By the way, I love your stuff. Thank you very much, Richard. Broken Speaker, so truth be told, and put myself out there, I have never been good at video games. I don't own a single one or console. That is, I feel so bad for you, man. It's the best thing. I'm not the best at every game either, or every type of game, but there's something about it that I love. Some games I will never get because I hate puzzle solving, or I hate, things like that. But other ones, there's so many. Like, I should do a live talking about the video games I have, and my enjoyment factor of each. I think that's a great idea, actually. And once Discovery and Mandalorian are off the air, so look for new interesting content late January on for next year, because I don't know what there's going to be for us to review next year. So look for new content like that. But that's a good idea, actually. James Roberts, Elite Force was awesome. ISFJ 1009, what force power allows you to repel a lightsaber with your bare hands, arms? Can't recall. Is it dark side or light side power? I honestly don't know. David G. Sound. Boing. Kevin Scott, 76. Got it. Herbsta says, Tataminus. That's what it's called. Hezraz, I need money to buy a console, lol. Or if anyone wants to give me a free one, that's cool too, lol. And then ISFJ 1009 is asking if it's light or dark force. Spurgicide 97, how many TOS red shirts do you think it would take to take down Mando and the Fett teamed up? That's a mathematical equation that would break the universe. Herbsta says, Toot Eminis is his entire branch of force powers that lets you deflect and absorb phaser force powers and lightsabers and blasters, etc. It's a light side power, but only people like Yoda can do it. Oh, it's like he takes the lightning in. Gotcha. Kevin Scott, just watch a live action Mulan. They talk about Chi. It's like the Force. Star Wars heavily influenced by Seven Samurai, so the Force originally came from China. Yes. Tai Chi, like the Tai Chi, the slow. It's the Chi. It's the force of all living things. Yeah. And I just watched the live action Mulan the other day too with with Sylvia, and I said the exact same thing. So. Broken speaker. I'm actually studying to get my pilot certificate. I'm thinking about maybe a simulator, but that's about the closest video game I think I could get. Fair enough. I actually almost had my pilot's license back when I was like 20. Went through flight school, did a lot of the actual in-air stuff with an instructor. So visual flight rules. I started on my instrument flight rule stuff. And then ran out of money. Never finished, never got my license. So, kind of sucks. Sean Wright, would Jon Favreau being put in charge fix Discovery and new Star Trek in general? Probably yes. If he's as big of a Trek fan as he is Star Wars, then yes. Herbster says Yoda is the only one I remember seeing perform Tataminus techniques on screen, but it is possible other Jedis have done it. Neil Mix, Captain Foley, have you ever thought of doing videos on the ship's craft in Marvel and DC universes? Yes. There's actually a list of Fleetyards ships we need to do, and those, of course, fall into that realm. And I'm sure at some point we'll get back to them. We haven't really visited Fleetyards in a while because the views have just been so abysmal for those videos. But next year, like we said, with no new real content coming out, I don't know what's coming out next year. If Star Trek Prodigy is going to be released, or if there's next Orville season, whatever. I know the Mandalorian season 3 is in December of next year. So we'll have a whole year pretty much of probably nothing going on because of coronavirus. Just fuck the filming schedules for everything. So we'll be making a lot more content like that. So yes. Broken speaker, but Bridge Crew looks awesome, but I know I would not play it enough to get good. Yeah, Bridge Crews, to get good in TOS is very, very difficult. But we have it mastered. Yes, me and my Bridge Crew, my Bridge Squadron, we are awesome at it. And you need the VR for it too. You can play it in non-VR, but it's fucking abysmal. VR, you need VR. Richard Carson, it took World of Tanks and working on a farm to finally be good at a video game. What is a good Star Trek game or stars or games? I think I would like a pilot, small craft, and combat. Star Wars Squadrons is a great place to start. As for small ships and squadrons, for Star Wars or for Star Trek Shattered Universe which is for the PS2, is a good call for that, even though it's a really hard game. But it's fun. So, Livy Julius, $2. I'm watching things with you now. Weird. Nope. Not at all. I think you know the story about the name Olivia, but I'm not going to get into that here. So, Clean Gene. The essence of samurai was propaganda invented by the Chinese government, and they are great documentaries actually exploring their real origins and propaganda. Yes. Sean Wright. You could start a new YouTube channel. Does Star Trek blend? Okay, or a new series. Broken Speaker. Samurai are Japanese. Okay. Steve Mac 666. What about some 4K content? There's going to be a couple of programs coming out next year. Everybody asks about that shit. Goddamn. Maybe, yeah. We don't know anything about it. That's something that will need a lot of research. But yeah. Kevin Scott 76. Are you guys going to review ships of Space Command? We already have. I already looked at the main ship from Space Command, if it's what I'm thinking of. And we've interviewed the guy that created it. So, Squadron Course. I'm working on an MSD for my Fleet Yards episode right now. In fact, perfect. Livy Julius, $5. I'm plugging my up and coming, hopefully, Julius class. Hashtag Vindi Vidi VC. There you go. She's got an upcoming Trekyards originals, guys. Donnie Pearson, 1 week more till the first anniversary of the United States Space Force. I am fine on whether or not it ranks or similar to the U.S. Navy ranks. A lot of faces commenting now. Can't wait to see your next ship, Olivia. Janaya Mordican says fuck, I guess, and is angry for some reason. Don't know why. Kevin Scott, the Paladin from Space Command. Cool, I'll check it out. Yes, that's it. Go check it out. Hezraz, it just went out of control. Broken Speaker, wild idea. What about Fleet Yards? About U.S. naval ships? Or would anybody watch? People have suggested real modern military. Honestly, we don't know enough about it, nor really care to put our hearts into it. So, I mean, somebody else could probably do it. We've had recommendations for plane yards, jet yards, truck yards, so many different yards. So, Alistair, have you seen Star Trek Online's Year of Klingon content? No. Jenna Mordican, what do you want? What do you want? Okay. Ozzy, I'm still here. Hello, Ozzy. Good to see you. Broken Speaker. Oh, wait. You're Canadian. He's a Brit. Okay. Canadian and British ships. British ships and Canadian ships all suck because it's the Canadians. They're all like fucking canoes with paddles. Broken Speaker. Junkyards. Here is the design of a 1975 dumpster. Very good design. Yes. Turd Ferguson, what about butt yards? Rate butts. Just saying. I could do that. Let's rate Tilly's butt. Could be done. Livy Julius, $2. I would have to co-host Trekyards, she says. SC Scout Guy, Canada has some good ships. They just have like 10 of them. They're not Canadian ships, so I don't know. Plus our military is just fucking garbage. What can I say? Cap, does your warp core behind you pulse faster? Negative. That's it. Might pulse faster if something gets plugged into it, but I don't think it does. Kevin Scott 76. Canada pilots were very important in the beginning of World War II in Europe. Yes, they were. And our pilots right now, our jet pilots, are some of the best in the world. Even better than American Top Gun pilots. Because there's a lot less of them, so their training's way more involved. So, Sean Wright, Star Trek Picard, visual effects fixed. Canon Starfleet arrives. This fixes the episode of Picard where Riker warps in. No cut and paste fleet. Don't know what Janaya Mordican is doing, making faces and just having a hissy fit, I guess. But Hezraz, but at least we give it all we got. Stern Von Alk, the Tully episode would probably be a two-parter. I think you mean Tilly episode, but yes. Turd Ferguson, Mary Wiseman's butt is looking a little wide right now, but all right. Nana Visitor had, I think, the best butt in all of Trekdom. I'm not a fan of Nana Visitor at all. I guess her butt was all right. Tilly's is fine. It's great. I love it. Broken Speaker, actually, I would totally watch a show called Scrapyards, but I like chunks of metal, so getting a 10-inch Orville model for Christmas, says Kevin. Ooh, that's cool. SC Scout Guy, the Royal Canadian Air Force, on average, fly about a third of the amount of hours as a U.S. pilot because their CF-18s have extremely high hours and they can't put much wear and tear on their airframes. Sad, but true, yes. Cap likes his butts Excelsior sized. That's rude. I like all kinds of butts. I just like shapely butts. You know, a chick could have a huge ass, and if there's no shape to it, it's just, it's not attractive. But if it's a, bubble butt, apple-shaped butt, there's some nice butt shapes. Sylvia has got a nice butt shape, I must say. I could show you guys, but I don't think she'd appreciate that, nor would YouTube. Alistair Morden, Tilly looks great. Keep your fat shaming in your quarters. There's no room for it on the bridge of a starship. Paul Graham, hey Captain, like this episode. I'm a little unhappy about the helmet removal. Now I'm going back to watching the beginning after hitting like. All right, Paul, enjoy, and nothing wrong with the helmet removal. I thought it was great. Showed his love for Grogu and how much his attachment to the little guy has grown, so. Hezraz, but Canada has beat the U.S. military a number of times in strategy military games. Have we, though? Really? ISFJ 1009, what other sci-fi actors would you like to see as guest stars in Mandalorian? Seeing Kyle Reese and Timothy Olyphant was cool. I don't know. There's probably lots that I'd like to see. So, Broken Speaker, say ladies, do you want in my Mercedes? Timothy Moore, Anna Visitor used to slip out of chairs. She has no ass at all. Sean Wright, do you think everything's gone too PC? I.e. Star Trek allowed to cast good-looking people, Enterprise, Vulcan, Chick, Deanna Troy, 709. Star Trek allowed to... honestly, yes. Things have gone too PC, but it's that swinging pendulum. It's just at the extreme right now. It'll level itself out and get back to normal and then go the other way. And it's just that pendulum. They're at that point. Look at Discovery, in all honesty. Am I represented? I'm a white male. I'm a heterosexual white male. I'm waiting. We had Lorca. We had Pike. So yes, I think it is a little too PC sometimes, but it's culture. It's fine. Pendulum's here. It's right now. It's way up on the swing. It's like everything's got to be like everybody on Discovery that's important is a woman, essentially, and then eventually it's going to come back down. So it's fine. I don't care. It doesn't bother me. But it's a discussion that could be had. Paul Graham, I agree, and there are a lot of good loopholes, so it might go legit. What are we talking about, Paul? What? In only a game, in real life, we would die really fast. Oh, okay. SC Scout Guy, Stuart, did you ever consider joining the Canadian Forces? No, I never did. Sturm Von Alt, Keanu and Mando come in all John Wick style to save Grogu. Probably. John Scott 76. You can make an X-Wing and TIE Fighter out of office supplies. If anyone wants instructions, it's easy. Yeah, I've seen those online. Paul Graham, I just think they could have handled it better. Handled what better? I don't... Oh, his helmet. No, I think it was perfect. It was perfectly done. Mr. Peach Channel, the guy who was shot by Mayfield played the Night King. Okay. Broken Speaker. Oh, iPhone screwed it up. Baby's got back lyrics. Ladies, do you want to roll in my Mercedes? Sorry, folks. Typing on an iPhone makes jokes hard. Turd Ferguson. It was an authoritative but definitely had shape. Vince. I'd have loved to see an undiscovered country era with those beautiful maroon uniforms. Yes. Timothy Moore, you're a CIS white male. Get it right. LOL. What is CIS? Cool, intelligent, and sexy. Cool, intelligent, sexy white male. Yeah, that's me. You got it. Tech Stickle. I want to see Star Trek series with Captain Foley, also starring Emily Coots, Michelle Yeoh, Katie Sackhoff, and narrated by Nana Visit. Oh my God, I would die. That would be the worst thing ever. I don't know who Emily Coots is, though. Mr. Pete's channel, 900 subbies. The Starfleet admirals have a white person's name. He seems good. A name, but Luke Skywalker, your overconfidence is your weakness. Broken speaker. Okay, so you do not need to apologize for being a hetero male. Can't fit the whole thing in chat, but but Hollywood passes hard on alt storylines because it thinks that it's what people want. Some do, though. No, I don't have a complaint about it. I'm just saying, you look at the show now, and there's like nobody that's a hetero or white male at all. But not a big deal. It's fine. CIS means you're happy being your birth gender. How dare I? I'm insulted by my own being happy with things. I'm such a bastard. All right. Murray Mason says, bet you Boba Fett dies during saving Gogurt and Mando's new ship in Slave One. Richard Carson, it's not white penis person time, as only I am cool with it. I will enjoy everyone acting out all cool shit, but what? I don't know what the fuck that says. That broke my brain. Hezraz, I wonder if they will keep Grogu a child or have a weird alien fast aging thing to put him in his teens. That's interesting. Herbster Magnus, PC culture can definitely go too far, but I don't think white males are lacking that much. Lorik, Pike, Spock. Spock wasn't a human, so that doesn't count. Etc., etc. Considering how everything used to be all white males, etc. Exactly. And it's not a big deal. Like, because look in the 60s, everybody was a white male. 70s, same thing. And then 80s, kind of, there's still the shows like Magnum PI and Spencer for Hire and all that shit. So yeah, I don't have a problem with it. I'm just saying it's very noticeable right now. This is that pendulum swing. It's just up there. It's fine. But Spock doesn't count because he's not a human. So he's an alien. Ozzy says the Imperial commander was in Game of Thrones, has a winter people leader. Herbster Magnus, CIS is a prefix, as in CIS gendered, i.e. your gender matches your biological sex. Kevin Scott, there's instructions to print a page and make Baby Yoda's Xmas Christmas easy. Xmas ornament easy. Ugh. Turd Ferguson, don't try to figure out the assignments. They're too confusing. I self-identify as a Navy SEAL gunboat from Act of Valor. That's funny. Neomix, I wonder if Din will be dressed as a stormtrooper while trying to rescue Grogu, and Grogu would try to attack Din without realizing until Din speaks. Then Grogu will have a look of joy on his face. That'd be neat. Sean Wright, did you know the Admiral in Discovery was the actor that played the Mummy with Brendan Fraser in 1999 movie? He was not the actor that played the Mummy. He was the actor that played the guy that helped the Brendan Fraser and company with the tattoos on his face. He didn't play the Mummy. So you're wrong, Sean. Tech Stickle, Emily Coots is the wonderful Detmer. I hate her so much. Sarah Stanley, could you do a Star Trek in which we see Romulans and we find out why they self-isolated for 50 years? I wouldn't be interested in it. Mr. Pete's channel, CIS is pronounced cis. It's alphabet people talk. Okay. Timothy Moore, Admiral is damn white and male, LOL. He runs the whole shiz. He's not white. He is not a Caucasian, unfortunately. Not unfortunately, just he's not a Caucasian. He is an ethnicity. I'm not sure which one, but... Broken speaker, ha ha ha, yeah, screw happy people. Turd Ferguson, you are allowed to self-identify as anything you want, and yes, you are a bastard. Yes, thank you. CIS is pronounced cis. Don't care. CIS to me, it's an abbreviation, so I'll call it that. Gender and sex are two different things. Gender is what you identify as. Biologically, sex is determined by your sex chromosomes. Yes. CS Scout Guy. I really enjoyed Bill Burr in this episode. I thoroughly agree with you. Bill Burr is a delight and awesome to see. Sean Wright. I love the new actor that plays Book. He could easily be the next Doctor Who or next James Bond, next Black Panther. There's something about how good he is with his acting. Yes, and he seems like the nicest person. Like, I could sit there and listen to him for hours. He just seems like an awesome guy and somebody you want to go out for drinks with, you know? Vince, there was another Star Trek series pilot, I believe, which featured a chick from Farscape. What's her name? Jiggly Edgley. It fell through, though. Okay. The cis are long gone by this time. Murray Nathan, betcha Boba Fett dies saving Gogurt, and Mando inherits Slave One as his new ship. Okay. Steve Mack, my wife likes New Discovery. I checked a long time ago. I have to pretend I like it too because I made her watch. That's funny. Sean Wright, honestly, I don't care what size, color, character are. I just want good characters written with great stories. They need to get the character before the who, I think, instead of ticking the boxes. Absolutely. I totally agree. Good writing, good character development, good characters are important. Mr. Peach Channel needs 900 subbies. He's Middle Eastern. Some don't consider them white. I just love how PC fawn over Sonequa as the first Black Trek actor, and I'm like, Avery Brooks was the effing bomb, and he was black. Sadly, he was a hetero male. Yeah. Steve Mack, I identify as God, and nobody gives a fuck. You're right, I don't, and neither does anyone else. Hezraz, I thought one of those $9 Grogu collectibles from Walmart and put him on the dashboard, lightens up my drive. Now I have a little buddy on the passenger side. That's awesome. Tugged at the heartstrings. I'm having a heart attack. Ugh. Ian Terry, Rod McLeod. Here. Oh, sorry. Civilians should not be on the bridge. This is the bridge, right? Yes, this is the bridge. New combat, you understand. Turd Ferguson. I just love how PC fawn over Sneaker. Did I read that one already? Yes. Kevin Scott 76. I appreciate your honesty, Captain. Thank you. Sub Mega. I was so happy to see a seismic charge. Perfectly done. Absolutely. SC Scout Guy. He is Israeli. I guess he would be Hebrew. He's Israeli, yes. Admiral isn't white. Had me fooled. Okay, folks. Love you, but I am out of here. See you, Broken Speaker. Yeah, I'm going to be out of here soon in a minute, too. I'm just going to read these last few chats, and we'll just be saying goodbye. Timothy Moore. Because I have to watch a little closer. Revenge of the Cis. Captain is a Cis Lord. LOL. Oh, my God. Clean Gene. The guy who differentiated sex from gender, abused children in cruel experiments, and raised twins, both boys, but raised one as a boy and one as a girl, and the latter child killed himself. Well, that's awful. That's a great way to ruin my live stream. Thank you. Herbster, representation is good for everyone, and there is room for straight white males too. Interesting take on a Spock. Doesn't count. Not trying to argue. I appreciate your perspective. No problem. I just wanted to put that out there. Like, you could say Saru is, but he's obviously not, he doesn't look human, so you didn't say Saru, did you? That suddenly went dark, Clean G. Mary Nathan, no, what would be nice if Star Trek was about exploration? Exactly. They're exploring the human condition. Hezraz, that was what I meant. It is understood differently in different places. Good night, Captain. Real life sometimes is dark. Real life is always dark, Clean Gene, but thank you. A lot of people need to watch Kindergarten Cop. Yes. I'm curious, do you think Giorgio will go back to the 32nd century or somehow go back to the 23rd century? Well, she's not in the Mirror Universe. It's all a test, kind of like a tapestry episode. I think she's going to end up going back to her own time, and with the either the Mirror Universe discovery or something, and they're just going to leave it in a nebula, and it's going to be Calypso. Who knows? Honestly, don't know. Herbsta Magus. People studying gender psychology stuff have definitely made some unethical mistakes, but people can explore and determine their own gender identity in non-destructive ways too. Balance. Absolutely. There's been a lot of mistakes made in the pursuit of knowledge, and unfortunately, that's just the way it is. So, but yes, we don't do 5-year missions anymore. That's good. Riker was exploring the human condition. Have you noticed all the beards? 900 years in the future. Ooh. Ezra's, we do 5-day missions now. Some days we do 5-week missions. Sometimes we do 5-week missions. Herbsta, good point on Suru. I suppose actor representation and character representation are not the same. No. Daniel's Hot Topics, I thought it was funny and a little weird when Boba was fighting without his armor and screaming and shouting the whole time. It was like an episode of Power Rangers. And Steve Max 666, figure it out and save the day. Sean Wright, imagine if they had a spore drive in Game of Thrones. All right, guys, I'm going to call it quits there. We kind of got way off topic. This Mandalorian episode was fantastic. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was fun. The fact that the Mandalorian changed out of his armor. He did wear another kind of helmet, which was great. I thought that was a fun little conceit. And then for it to be that he needs to remove that as well. The fact that his face got scanned by the computer, I think is going to come up at some point. It's going to be proof that he has removed his mask. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out, but I'm looking forward to the next episode. Unfortunately, it is the last episode for this season, and it's only going to be 44 minutes or whatever, so it's not going to be 50 minutes plus like we want, because I don't know how they can wrap all this up in that amount of time. It's definitely going to end on a cliffhanger. The Jedi coming in for Grogu, Thrawn coming in, something's going to happen. It's going to end on a cliffhanger, and it's going to be great, because we have to wait a goddamn year from this date, pretty much, till it's resolved. So, yeah. Tune in tomorrow, guys, at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for our first reaction, not our first reaction, to our full episode breakdown and review, scene by scene, of this episode, Chapter 15, The Believer. I really enjoyed it. That was great. And I look forward to hearing your thoughts and perspectives tomorrow when we actually get into the meat of the matter and talk about the episode in more in depth. So thank you guys so much for watching and putting up with my bullshit. I just talk. I am who I am. I make no apologies. But that being said, I always say I'm sorry. I'm sorry for upsetting people because I'm Canadian. It's what we do. I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that, eh? Anyway, guys, have yourselves a good night, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye, everybody.